Hello, Travis here, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. I think it's about time that I admit something. The biters are cringe. They're everywhere, and they have a, they have one thing that they dislike. One thing that I like a lot: the factory, the expansion of the factory. So therefore, it is imperative that we must go to the one place that is not corrupted by biters: space. That's right. In this episode, we are going to go. We are going to finally launch a rocket. But first, there's a few things that we need to do. For starters, we need to make a first, we need to make a rocket silo. Our rocket silo is pretty beefy, and you might notice that my inventory is quite full of stuff right now. But we're basically almost all ready to go. That being said, I will be I want to automate the production of silos, just in case I need to export or import stuff from Novice in the future. But for the time being, uh, ignore there's a reason why these achievements are just popping up randomly. For the time being, just ignore them. So the first thing we want to make is a rocket silo. Takes about 30 seconds. And since this is now a proper base, why don't we pave the base? Alright, we have our rocket launch pad. Now, this is a little bit different from if you're familiar with this, basically the rocket the rocket silo's sole goal is to just make rockets, and to make rockets you need rocket parts. This is achieved by the means of and let's see how many I'm just gonna peek at now the I will be where's that other productivity modules are affected by do boost the thing, so I'm just gonna check those in for now. And I'm not too worried about the loss of lab productivity, at least until I do realize I need to. Once we get our I don't need that. Part of me wishes I invested in robot rigger robot speed just because only 2 levels is a bit painful. Alright, all our modules, now we're waiting on the substations to get here. I hope they're in this hot map. There they are. Alright. And now the rocket will yeah, again, don't worry about my that's the attack. Okay. Again, the biters are cringe. They just don't. They don't get it. They really don't. So as we're let's make another thing that we need. Space platforms. I talked about this before, but space platforms require 20 steel and 20 copper cable. However, conveniently, if we take a look at the crafting rates, Do you mean the amount of copper we need to put into a space platform? One assembler can sufficiently supply two space platforms. So therefore, and we did it. A rocket on episode 30. And we're all right. That's the end of the game, right? Well, this is Space Age. This is just the gateway to the next. And we're going to have that rocket sit tight and have the next one load load up in the. And this is why we want productivity modules in here because that's not fair. Granted, it is due to the fact that rockets are no longer the end game of Space Age. They nerfed the recipe to make it a lot cheaper to craft. I think it used to be like 10 of like everything. I don't remember what the recipe was, but that it just needs one of each. So did I overkill build the rocket fuel, blue chips, and LDS? Probably, but going overkill means that we don't have to. For the time being, we're just gonna send this all to a requester. I mean, a requester. I mean the provider chest. Now we have our first thing we want to do is, in order to do anything around here, is to get a place platform starter pack. This is basically the core of any like space station or spaceship, and we need 20 blue chips, 20 steel, and 60 space platform. However, and with blue chips mass produced, we can also get a bunch of stuff that I'll probably be crafting off a lot of goodies like power armor, exoskeletons, all that jazz. Now we're going to craft a take a minute. Oh man, I've been waiting like 50 hours. This is half of what it took me to beat the. Granted, I didn't take Bum Rush and I'll let that slide. This is where the game starts getting interesting. Finally, the ability to go to space. Alright, so now that we have our rockets, one thing that I'm was kind of aware of in the past, but then noticed rockets now have capacity, and so there's only amount of there's a this will matter later when we actually start getting into orbital logistics. But for now, we're going to click this button called News. We're gonna call it. We're gonna. We're gonna do compare the uh, Skylab, one of the first the novice. And here we go. All right. And there we go. There you get a bunch of stuff, and we're going to. Oh, that's a. Huh. This I was not aware of. Alright, here goes nothing. This is the first time I've actually done this, so I'm actually kind of pumped. We did it. Welcome to space. What have you... Now, keep in mind, we won't be, I'm just gonna take a moment. Oh man. A little known fact that I haven't shared before. I dabbled in a bit of music and a band in music theory and high school, and so therefore I have a appreciation for um, music in video games. And honestly, I can really get behind uh, any Satisfactory has a banger, has a really chill soundtrack. Warframe. Uh, I'm not a particular huge fan of Ark Survival Evolved, but I know a lot of their budget went into their music, and in Factorio is no different. Wow. Here. So it's worth noting that we won't be this won't be we won't this uh if you're playing the space age out of the box as it is, you won't be seeing this background. Uh, this this image of novice of us in orbit is thanks to is thanks to a mod called oh this visible planets in space, which basically renders the planets in the background. Now, keep in mind this will confuse your you won't be able to get like achievements for if you're on Steam or everything, but local achievements will run. And therefore, and we got it, we did it. We're in space. And just for the record, the factory's the factory's still here. Um, Novice is still thing, but we've I have achieved exactly what my goal was today. Uh, escaping the corruption of the biters. what happens next? Um, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to save. We're gonna save that for next episode. So, if you found if you liked what if you liked my triumphant rush to orbit, leave a like. If any questions or concerns, leave a comment. If you want to see where I'm going to go next after after this, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.